Kelsey and I have just done a wonderful thing. It was called Reading Ella Enchanted Again. The premise of Ella Enchanted: when Ella was a baby, a fairy gave her the gift of obedience, which actually of course is a curse because it means that she literally has to do anything that anybody tells her.
I think when we were quite young we worked out that we'd both read it and no one else we knew ever had even heard of it. So we decided to reread it because we thought that there were probably in there some very valuable messages, and there are, because it's basically about consent.
Was it as good as you remembered?
It was much better than I remembered.
One of the things that I really liked, other than consent, was just the way that Ella's condition was like a metaphor for the woman's condition in society. How the spell works is if you said, Ella, come here, she has to come here, but she's not like robotically pulled towards you. She has to walk herself.
She does it,
over.
yeah, she does it of her own volition.
In the book, she actually does have autonomy. It's just that it's within invisible restrictions that she can't do anything about. And that kind of felt symbolic of how, from the outside, it looks like Ella, it looks like women have these freedoms and these rights, but it's so strictly controlled by these invisible guidelines. She's like punished painfully, like physically punished if she doesn't do them.
That's kind of like shaming.
Yeah.
She's also commanded to never tell anyone about the curse, which I think is, again, quite similar to just, like, being a woman. Like, everyone's always like, oh, why are you getting so angry? And it's like, because you have no idea how frustrating it is being a woman.
Even though she's been commanded to do the things, it's still effort. So, like, for her, if you said climb a mountain, she would have to climb a mountain, but she would still be just as exhausted by climbing a mountain as anyone else would. And that also felt like women, is that we have to follow these rules, and it wears us out. It's mentally draining, or sometimes literally physically exhausting.
Ella's just basically really, really cool. She's a great heroine. And she also is very save the day a lot of the time. Like, she saves the prince and all of his squadron friends.
Spoiler alert, Gail Carson Levine actually touches upon the usual fairy tale trope of the marriage saving the woman. She gets this marriage proposal and she even thinks for a second, like, this will save me, I'll get out of my position. And then she realises, like, wait, no, marriage wouldn't save me, I still have this curse.
And then she also decides to not be called a princess and just, like,
which
instead, I think she becomes, like, the court linguist and basically just keeps pursuing her, like, incredible intellect.
It's a really, really great feminist children's book.
Yeah.
Which is why it is so infuriating that the film was such a pile of crap.
It's almost like they didn't even read the same book, just vaguely heard of it and decided to create a movie around what they thought it might be.
It was terrible. So all the things that we were just saying earlier, like, they take away her autonomy. When someone gives her a command, she, like, goes into robot mode and then just does it.
Yeah.
Like, it's as if she's not conscious of what she's doing.
And then it kind of turns it around, so the prince is constantly saving her.
And we already have those movies.
It was really, really terrible. And I am really sad that so many good actors were in it.
What were you guys doing?
Yeah.
And they also did so much singing. And, like, I love singing. I am a musical freak.
Yeah, you loved Hairspray.
Yeah.
And also the love story is just so complete. Whereas in the film it's like they meet and then they fall in love with, like, no dazzling conversation or any kind of interest in each other.
Yeah, literally nothing. Whereas, yeah, in the book,
there's reasons on both sides. It's like a drawn out process.
Usually at this age, I didn't really enjoy reading romance stuff in books. I used to when I was a teenager, and now I've just, like, can't bother. In this one, I was so into the love story aspect because it was so real. I cried genuine happy tears at that.
Yeah, I was so happy. Oh, God. Just so good.
Did you like Ella Enchanted?
I bet she did. I thought that Lucinda was the mansplainer. They kept being like, no, it's not a gift, it's horrible, all of your gifts are horrible. And she's like, of course they're not, they're fine. Obedience is a really good thing. There's no way that this could be bad.
She symbolises the women who don't like feminism and are like, why would you want feminism? Because I love being feminine and I love wearing makeup.
And it's like, feminism allows you to do all of that.
Yeah.
And also, like, great for you that feminism worked and you have a vote and you have a husband who won't beat you and you have a job. Just take off your blinders and look around you.
So Lucinda was that blinkered privileged because she's a fairy. So it's like, okay, so the restrictions on normal women aren't affecting you.
Yeah, they don't apply to you. So understandable that you're so ignorant to it. But when other people are telling you, listen to what they're saying.
At one point she gets a spell cast on her to be happy about her obedience, and her fairy godmother is like, no, I'd rather you could see.
You should be aware of what's happening to you.
Yeah. In conclusion, read Ella Enchanted because it's fucking ace.
And then tell every single person you know about it.
Don't watch the film. Really don't.
No. Even if it wasn't a film based on Ella Enchanted, it was still a terrible film.
Literally. It's like one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Yeah, genuinely, it was like impressively bad.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there was maybe a genuine effort put into making it bad.
Right.
Because nothing is that bad accidentally.
Yeah. Read Ella Enchanted. Let us know what you think.
7 out of 5 would recommend to a friend.
Books and Boobs. Bye.
Hoo-ha!